She was begging for her life. And on top of her begging for her life, these men decided to do the most horrific acts to her.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. Today's video, it is a very sad video and it's a video of a young woman. I think she's 20, 21, I'm not that sure. Her name is Mahogany Johnson, that was on a live by people she calls a friend. So apparently Mahogany sent a message to her mom about 3 o'clock and she said help. She told her mom, I've been kidnapped, help, and sent a location to her mom. And her mom immediately called the police. And the police got there and the people there said Mahogany has left. But in reality, what these people were doing to Mahogany, now the report said it was 10 people that literally were there. Some were filming, attacking her, they SA her, they beat her. So literally Mahogany was kidnapped, SA and murder by people she called her friends. So apparently these 10 people, these are people Mahogany probably rode with. These are people she called friends, people she hang out with. And Mahogany was also a mother. She has a baby girl. And I think Mahogany went out to hang out with her so-called friends. And whatever happened, whatever escalated, led to them doing all sorts of things to her, all sorts of horrible things to her, which has been in the news. And some people are saying different things about this whole story. Anyway, guys, I'm going to just play a couple of the news report on this story. Then we'll come back and talk and then post thoughts on this and what people think about this. Anyway, guys, let's go check it out. Then we'll come back and talk more.
Learn about the disturbing kidnapping in Mahogany Jackson, the harder it is and more awful it is to hear.
Some of those suspects accused in her making an appearance in court today. Bria Chapman joins us now live with the latest. And Bria, the details that you heard today in court are disturbing and heartbreaking.
Yeah, Morgan, that is right. This case is beyond disturbing, and it was an emotional day in court. Now, one of the saddest details I learned today is that Mahogany Jackson came to the first location thinking these people were her friends. Investigators say they then tortured her, and the things that were described are why Judge Keisha Davis says she denied all of these suspects a bond. Now, Birmingham Police Homicide Detective Mark Green says the first stop was the home of suspect Brandon Pope. Now, that's where Jackson was beaten outside while she was naked. Officers say some of the suspects hurt while others recorded the beating. Now, Jackson was. And then prosecutors say one of the suspects can be heard saying, put her in the trunk. And then she was dragged naked in the street. Now, Jackson was taken to a second location. And I want to warn you, this will be hard to hear. Prosecutors say Jackson was at gunpoint. Officials say she was handcuffed, beaten, and then spat on. Now, Jackson's family, including her mother, were present in court today, and as they read out the evidence, you could hear them getting very emotional. DA Danny Carr says, though, this will be a long road to get justice for Mahogany, and he also explains why only 5 out of the 8 suspects were present today for the Anais Law hearing.
The individuals that are charged with capital, obviously, the law, the statute and the rules of criminal procedure says that their bond can be set at a no bond automatically. The individuals that are charged with felony, the statute requires a hearing. The next step, obviously, is there'll be further investigation with Birmingham Police Department.
Yeah, another sad thing we learned today was that the suspects wanted the password to Mahogany Jackson's phone. Officials say they even told her if she gave it to them, they would let her go, only to her anyway. Now, live at 5, you'll hear what District Attorney Danny Carr says he told the family today. Morgan?
I saw the story and the story just broke my heart. People say there are videos of everything that was. People said there were videos of what was done to her. I don't even want to see those videos. It's so sad how a young woman who saw these people as friends was being done this crazy things to this demon. I don't know, my chest is tight just literally watching it and hearing the things that has been done. And these things, according to people that have seen these videos, are being censored. It's even worse than how it's been said. And for me, it's really crazy. This video has gotten a lot of people talking. A lot of people are coming with a lot of thoughts on why this is. Some people are saying that, oh, it has to do with one of the girls that did this to her. Maybe that did, like, oh, Mahogany was messing around with him and all that. Some were saying it has to do with gang related, like a whole lot of stuff. But for me, nothing justify anything being done to another human being that way, and even taking another human being's life. Why would you want to dehumanize another human being? Why would you do those horrible things to another human being? Like, for me, it does not make sense. Anyway, guys, let's go hear people's thoughts on this video. Both people that have seen the video, people's thoughts on the entire story. Then we'll come back and talk more. But please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts, because this is making a lot of people to really rethink the friendship they call friendship. Anyway, guys, let's go check it out. Then we'll come back and talk more.
I just finished watching the T video concerning Mahogany Jackson, and I'm kind of happy that I only got bits and pieces of it, because I probably would be up all night. It was horrific. She was begging for her life. And on top of her begging for her life, these men decided to do the most horrific acts to her. We don't know if it was in between time, in between the she was receiving from the women, but how? And to know that we just came from the Alabama brawl, right, to Mahogany. We went from 6 people being arrested to 7 to 10. I suspect there will be more. I know whatever that mom is going through is pure D hell, because I'm sure she was looking at those messages over and over and over and over again, because I believe they searched for her a few days before they found her. Income tax and hating. I'm going to get ready to tell my daughter about her story, because she just needs to know. She needs to know that it's not that damn important to have friends, especially if y'all are up and down and in and out, because from my understanding is either a majority or some of these people were friends to Mahogany at one point. And there was a fight previous to her being found unalive. And I know she just filed her taxes and got her return back. And I'm hearing $2,000.
What?
2,000. I seen 250. Then I seen 2,000, which 2,000 sounds about right without me doing any research. Sounds about right, because the person video that I was watching on YouTube last night, he's from Alabama. And I'm not sure if everybody has been picked up on this crime, because I'm a little bit late. I'm a day late behind on the details. But if they hadn't picked up everybody, and there are others out there that's being hidden by family or whatever, and because y'all did this on camera, I know y'all not smart enough to know how the law works. Just because you didn't do anything doesn't mean shit. You are just as responsible. If you picked up, dropped off, made a phone call, provided any type of assistance, you are just as responsible as the person who pulled the trigger. You might as well just come out and surrender yourself, because it was all fun and games when she was pleading for her life. It was all fun and games. Y'all thought y'all had it mapped out when the police came to the pen that she dropped to her mom, unbeknownst to y'all. After she dropped her location to her mom, she sent it to the police. The police went out to check it out, and then y'all just discarded her like she was nothing. I feel like jail ain't enough, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, what happened to Mahogany Jackson is one of the reasons why, I know there's a lot, but one of the reasons why, A, I have trust issues, because it really be your own people, and B, is the reason why my circle will forever stay teeny weeny incidents, because it's like, oh, and you know, for people who don't know what happened to Mahogany Jackson, all you gotta do is look it up. But to sum it down in 60 seconds, she literally was kidnapped, SA'd by what seemed to be her actual people that she know, like her friends. And it seems, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was always some BS. I think it was like, had something to do with like money and just. So in retrospect, they literally did all that to her for no good reason, because if, like, she wasn't like no criminal, she was like a regular girl, and the people who did that to her, you deserve everything that you get. Okay?
Just listen to the whole Mahogany Jackson story, and I just feel so bad. My heart is literally hurting for this girl, for her family, for her child. She had a group of 8 friends that SA'd her unalived her. It was 4 guys, 4 girls. They are locked up now, and I hope that whatever comes with them being in prison, I'm sorry, they deserve any and everything that they get in there. Because the way that they girl was like unbelievable. Then took her to another location, SA'd her there, and then she ended up on the side of the road because somebody hit her in the head. So when I say this to y'all, I really mean it wholeheartedly. Tighten up with your friend group and those people that you are thinking in your head like, oh, they just say little weird things to me. They do little weird things. No. This is not a climate where we are able to give people passes anymore for things like that. People are really out here intentionally here to hurt you, intentionally here to harm you. You have to tighten up and become so much more sharper, because unfortunately, you cannot fall in love with people's potential in your life anymore, whether it be friendships or in a relationship, whatever it is, because there are really people out here like this. She thought that these people were her people and her friends. I don't care how many people will call me Hollywood. I don't care how many people say, oh, Leah, you changed. No, I got boundaries now. And there's literally, I could count on my hand the amount of people that know where I live, and it's not a lot of people, and that's a real thing too. Some people invite any and all people to their house. There's not a lot of people that know where I live, and that's just for safety, and that's because my home is my safe space. I don't feel like everybody should just be welcome into your home like that. I'm very particular with who I want inside of my home, and I just wanted to tell y'all to please just tighten up. If y'all need help with discernment, pray for that. Like, I literally prayed to God to have good discernment, to only invite the greatest of people inside of my space, inside of my home. Like, it is a different world right now, and people's masks are insane, and people will really act like they love you and really try to harm you or try to set you up. So look at what's around you, look at the friendships that you have, and just make sure that everybody is like A1, because I promise you, every single friend that I've cut off, every single family member I've cut off, because let's talk about it. This is not just for friendship. This is relationship. This can be within the family too. Yeah. I've done it before. Trust me. There are certain signs or red flags in people too, to where it usually takes something huge for them to do for you to cut them off. But even before that huge thing happened, I guarantee you there was little things in between that you were like, that was weird. I should have cut that person off then, but you didn't, because you had hope for them, because you loved them, because you had history with them. That does not matter anymore, and I need y'all to know that.
To her mother's social media post, 20-year-old Mahogany Jackson leaves behind a young daughter.
I cannot stop thinking about this young lady. Everybody not your friend. I pray for her family. This is a parent's worst nightmare. To think of the sorry teenagers that did this to her is sickening. How could anyone be so cruel? Teach your kids how to be kind, loving. Of course you want them to stand up for themselves, but you don't want them to be bullies. I'm just sick.
I'm telling y'all, it's better to be alone than to be around people who will put you in a situation to where you will be unalived. Mahogany Jackson, rest in peace to that beautiful woman. Rest in peace to that beautiful woman. And it comes to show that pick me women, women who do things for male validation, women who care more about male validation than life itself, are dangerous. Pair that with some evil men. Look at what happened. It is disgusting that on top of what she had to endure, they record it. Disgusting. It's better to be alone than to be around people who put you in a situation like that. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about having a big group of friends. Stop worrying about being popular. Stop worrying about going out and having FOMO and all this stuff. You're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything. Quality over quantity. If you're the realest person in your life, stick just with you. Don't be around nobody you do not trust fully with your life. It is getting real scary out here. Especially for my ladies, it is getting real scary out here. Do not go nowhere with nobody who you do not trust with your life. This is so serious. This is so serious. Baby, your life is so precious, and I pray that God, whatever faith you believe in, wraps protection around you so you can live a long, very safe and healthy life. Because I can't stand seeing this happen no more. I can't stand seeing this happen no more. And I pray everybody involved, whether a bystander, whether somebody who even knew about it, whether somebody who had a video sent to them and was kicking, I hope everybody gets the utmost karma. And I pray Mahogany Jackson gets the justice she deserves.
Girl, check this out. So I'm from Alabama, right? But now I live in Georgia. But on my Facebook, I still have a lot of people from Alabama. That's how I found out about this story. But guess what I just found out? There is a video of Mahogany being tortured. Literally, there's a video going around on Facebook of the incident. And this girl right here, and also this is her page. She wasn't arrested, but since the video has came out, it is clear as day her participating in the torturing of Mahogany Jackson. And so y'all won't think I'm making stuff up. You was tough in that video torturing that girl. We're gonna see how tough you are when the police pick you up. And then somebody said that's if the police get her before somebody else do. Again, this is one of her pages. And this is her other page. Do what y'all will with that information.
Y'all, when we say pick-me's are dangerous, guys, girls are dangerous, women who do things for male validation and male attention are dangerous. Mahogany Jackson. Every time I hear something different about her story, y'all know it never changes. Is the ringleader, is her name Taja? Was that girl. Imagine you with your girlfriends, you think you good, nothing finna happen to you. They, one holding your head, the other one has a weapon, and they are making you perform acts on men. These are women doing this. Instead of letting her hair go and taking the weapon off her, turning it on them, and they jumping the dudes, whatever happens, happens. They hold their girlfriend hostage, making her do all these things. This is all for male validation. I do believe that money was part of it. I do believe that. They wanted her little coin. But if you gonna set your friend up to rob her, she be robbed. That's the end of it. Whatever happens, happens. The fact that this escalated to SA, it escalated to murder. They been hating on her. They been didn't like her. They been jealous. And they've been waiting for something like this to happen to her. In the same way, being desperate, now I'm not calling Mahogany desperate, but the same way being desperate for a man can get you in some situations once you get that man and he found out you desperate for a man, being desperate for friends can also lead to the same things because you ignore all the red flags. You ignore that, hey, this girl ain't shit. Hey, she done did this, that, and the third. If it could be her, it could be me. There's no way these are her friend group's first time showing their true colors, that they dangerous than a bitch. That they wild, that they do anything, that they bummy, they dirty, they trifling. Like, this not their first time exposing that. But a lot of people just be wanting friends so bad. They'll befriend anybody, like the person that we know who want to be in a relationship so bad. They over there getting beat up and saying, at least I got a man. But this is just a prime example of how far being a pick me, being a guys, girls, doing things for guys, validation, how far to take you. Like, it could get there. It could get real in the field. Girls are fucking dangerous. That if I see you even a pinch, a inch, a stitch, a winch doing anything, hey, I don't like the attention. I don't want the attention. I don't want to associate with nobody who that's their main source of, like, they be fishing for it. Cause attention just gonna come. We're girls. But doing anything for it, doing the most for it, I'm scared of you now.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this story. If you've heard the story, just go ahead and share your thought, but please be respectful as always. Please, you're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way, so please be respectful. It's, for me, my heart goes out to Mahogany Johnson and her family and everything. Like, I can't even talk. I can't even imagine what the mom and the family is going through, and I can't even imagine what she went through before she was unalived by people she called her friends. But also, this is why I like having conversations, and I really want us to talk. And this is why one of the things I always say is that people should be very, very intentional about having children, raising children, because these people Mahogany call friends, where they have parents raised those people, and they turned out to be these evil monsters that are doing this to another human being. 10 people went for one person and unalive her. They abuse her without for money. I don't want to, like, for me, there is no reason that will make anybody, then less of all to talk about 10 people to gang up against one person to do one person that. And this is where I always want to stand back. And I feel like that's the motto literally of this channel now. Like, people should be very intentional about having children and how to raise children, because if you don't heal your trauma, I know somebody said, Destiny, you are here again, but I just feel like the roots, it's like we have to dig things from the roots so that we can heal. This world needs healing. We have a lot of terrible human beings that are walking among us. We have a lot of people that don't want our good, a lot of people that are ready to do evil things for just the bare minimum, for just acceptance, for just stupid things. And these people they have a parents that raised them. As parents, we need to start raising good human beings, intentional human beings, people with a good heart, and start off by we knowing ourselves, healing ourselves, loving ourselves, so that we can pour love into these children. Like, it so breaks my heart, because all this, I don't know, all this could have easily be avoided. And like the other ladies, they were talking about the need of having friends is overrated. And I'm not trying to bash Mahogany on what happened, God forbid, I'm not going to do that. The thing is that she definitely must have seen these so-called friends wild out. And she ignored it, probably because she just wants to be among the circle. She just wants to have friends. And why would she have the need to just want to have friends that do terrible things like that and still hang around them? Because home is not settled. One way or the other. I'm not trying to accuse the mom of something, but usually it trickles down to that. Get what I'm saying? We need to just be very intentional. And when you have friends, like I've said it 1,000 and a million times, my circle is like this. I have a very tiny, like less than these are my friends. I have a lot of acquaintance and associates. It is what it is. But people I call my friends that comes to my space, that knows me, they are little. I don't need my, yes, I get it. I'm a grown woman. But the people in their 20s like Mahogany, they're still young. They're still impressionable. This is what... They're still very, very impressionable. They still want to be accepted. They still feel like having a friend group is very important. It's not. If you're young and you feel the need like, oh, you need friends. Yes, we all need a community. Like, we all need a community. That's how we're raised as human beings. We crave for community. We crave for family. We crave for associate. We crave for all that. But not everybody is for you. So if you meet someone, you get a wrong vibe, don't ignore the red flags. Same way we're talking about not ignoring red flags when it comes to men and the opposite gender. Don't ignore red flags when it comes to friends, when it comes to family. Keep your boundaries steady. Not everybody is for you. The most important thing is for you to know who you are, do your healing, and love yourself. And every other thing and the people you need in your life, you will naturally attract them. And they are going to be few. That idea that people usually feel like, oh, the bigger friend group you have, no, it's not. And I pray that the 8 people that is in custody right now, they get exactly what comes to them. Like, my heart goes out to Mahogany, her family. Like, I can't even just imagine what she went through. Like, it's just, for the things I read and the reports, I don't think I can even, I don't even want to see any of the videos because it's disgusting. And for some people to be saying that it has something to do with baby daddy, there's a whole lot of stories that has been coming out and all that. It just breaks my heart. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. What you think about this story down in the comment section. Feel free to share your opinion. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way, okay? Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations, so go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please like this video because it helps YouTube to push out the video to more people to join in the conversation, and that will be supporting this channel and me. So go ahead and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Do see.